Fife Flyers TV, sponsored by the Bay Hotel, Fife's premier wedding venue.
Yeah, well, obviously we had to remain very patient, and the goals came late. They came, and a much needed victory.
What was your thoughts going into that final period when it was 1-0 to Dundee?
Well, I mean, I don't have a problem telling you exactly what I said to the guys. I mean, I think that we went into the room and just told them that they have to stay patient and not press. Reflections on the game, we didn't give out man situations. We weren't giving up 2-on-1s and 3-on-2s. It was a very patient game, and obviously a very low-scoring affair. But I'm happy for the boys. It was hard on them this week, and demanded that they kind of conform to what we're trying to accomplish. The guys were much better tonight. There's still some things we got to work on, but we were a much better hockey club tonight. I think it was just the work ethic was there, the puck pursuit was there, and we shot the puck tonight. Finally, after drilling, we had some traffic in front of their goaltender, and we shot the puck. I mean, that's something that we've been harping on for a long time now, but we accomplished tonight. And I think special mention has to go to the Isaacs, Shaber, and Schoon line. I thought they were kind of the heartbeat of the club tonight. They were physical, and it makes a big difference in a hockey game when you have guys being physical like that. I mean, it's contagious, and you saw that we were a lot hungrier tonight.
In terms of physicality, the guys really raised the bar tonight, the whole team.
Yeah, that's something that we've really been lacking the last couple of weeks. Something that has been very frustrating. And you can kind of see a correlation between our lack of physicality and our results. When we're involved in a hockey game, when guys aren't cutting corners and they're sticking to the game plan, we might not win every single hockey game, but we're in it. And you get a sense that we give ourselves a chance every night. When we do cut corners and we're flying by guys and cheating, we get punished for it.
There was a huge sense of relief when Ryan Dingle finally made the breakthrough to get that goal to make it 1-1.
Yeah, well, I think it's important to recognize. I know that I got a sense of frustration kind of milling into the crowd behind. I mean, this is a good league. You look at the scores tonight; they're all over the place, and there are going to be a lot of games like that. It just is, and so it takes a lot of man management, certainly in the room in between. That's our place. Nobody else can come in there. Nobody else knows what goes on in there. We can calm the guys down and refocus them. Out on the ice, it's a lot of man management because they can maybe read off the frustration, and it's just keeping them on task and not trying to please anybody, keeping to the game plan and the task at hand. And they did very well tonight, and I'm very pleased for them because that wasn't just a win; that was a character win to come from behind and so late. And hopefully we can build on that and gain some confidence.
And once Ryan Dingle got that goal, the team really built up momentum. Fox straight after, then Fox again to make it 3-1.
Yeah, well, hockey is a game of momentum, and that was a big swinger right there. We swung the course of play and banged a couple past them quick. But I think it's important to recognize that we've said this about Dundee all along. It's a hard-working, fast-skating team, but they have a very good goaltender, and I think that they rely on him heavily. They will take big minutes in their zone to try and counter, but tonight we really managed that counter well. They were disciplined. We kept a high guy, and guys were changing at smart times for the most part. We had a couple. There was a mix-up in the second period, miscommunication, and we left the puck down in our zone. Changed at the wrong time, but I mean, you can find these little mistakes every game. It's just trying to eliminate them.
And Dundee were so hard to break down, particularly in that first period with that 7-minute power play and then the 4-minute power play for high sticks in the second period.
We're going to really have to readdress our power play. That's been taking over as one of the top in the leagues. this season. Tonight it was misfiring. I think we were very stationary. We weren't threatening and didn't look dangerous really at all. And I think that's the key for our club is to be moving their feet and have traffic in front of that net. I think that Dundee did a great job on their kill. It disrupted the guys very well, but that's probably the main area tonight that if I'm disappointed about anything, it would be our power play. We've worked hard on it over the last couple weeks. As I mentioned earlier, we were running, I think, third in the country. So things were looking good on our power play, but tonight, not so settled.
And in terms of the conference and the playoff seedings as well, Dundee's going to be a big rival for those in those two competitions. So it was great to get that win tonight, the first game against them in this competition.
They always are, and I mean they came into our building in the Challenge Cup, and really kind of stuck it to us a little bit. We were pushing too hard. The exact opposite of what we did the last time. We stuck with the game plan, and it paid off. This game maybe had more of a reflection of down in Dundee the last time, where they won 2-0, and the real difference was just it was a late goal by themselves. But we managed to turn the tide. You're right, a huge competitor. I think if you speak to anybody around the league, our conference is incredibly improved. There is no nights where you can just show up and win a hockey game. It's going to take a big effort. And if we want to compete in this conference, it's going to have to be like efforts like that, and even better. We have better, but that's a big step in the right direction.
Great win tonight. Can Fife get another great win tomorrow night in Dundee?
Yeah, I think that's really important to go in believing that we are going to win that hockey game tomorrow. It's not good enough just to get 2 points and be satisfied with that. And you've seen early on in our season is maybe we have a weekend where we get 2 wins, but don't follow up. We've been very inconsistent. I mean, that's very well known. And I think the guys understand now that, I'm really hoping that it's starting to sink in that if they're patient, if they're physical, and if we shoot the puck, good things happen. The 3 things I just labeled there are very simple aspects of the game, but if you're not doing it, the game becomes very complicated and you end up chasing games. So we should believe that we can go into this rink, a very tough rink to play in, and Dundee are a team that will fight and claw for every single point. As you saw tonight, they didn't roll over 3-1 down. They made a game of it as a late one. I didn't really see the puck go in the net. We'll have to take a look at it. But Toby was right on hand, so he obviously saw it in the net. But they didn't give up. So tomorrow they'll be much the same. And if we think it's going to be easy, we'll be at the losing end of the stick. So the guys really need to recover, rest, and be prepared for, another tough 60 minutes tomorrow.
Shane Stockton missed the game tonight. How's he doing?
Well, Shane Stockton's going to be injured long term. Got some disappointing results. I think what we'll do is, I think it's important that we sit down with Shane and get a program put together. I know people will be very anxious to hear what's going on with Stocks. I'll make sure that a press release gets put out very quickly, but I think it's important for me and Shane to sit down, get our heads around it, and get an approach going forward.
That would be a big miss. Stocks out the team.
Huge miss. Stocks is a huge part of this lineup. Our center ice was built around him and Ryan and Sisk, so it's very important that we address this issue quickly and decide on a course of action.
Just finally, away from the hockey, you touched on it in the programme this weekend, but the breast cancer care, the fundraising tonight, Ring Pink, how great a charity is that to get behind?
Well, I think I really probably should have addressed it at the start of the interview. Once again, I mean, I heard Dingle's jersey going somewhere in the high 400s. Incredibly generous. I can't believe the generosity of certainly our support, and it's something that has become, our Rink Pink event has become integral with the Flyers, another great charity that we support, and people in this town, I know sometimes it's not the easiest times, up here, but people are very generous, and I'm honoured just to be associated with it.
Thanks, Todd.
Thank you.
The Bay Hotel, where your dream wedding becomes reality. Visit us at thebayhotel.net.